Here we are, the moment we have all been waiting for. This is our fame after 13 years of school. Hello, and happy Saturday afternoon. My name is Hannah Clark, and I had the honor and privilege to be this year's student body president. I am pleased to welcome you to this amazing graduation ceremony for the Nation Forward class of 2022. I now ask you to please remain standing for the presentation of colors and then join me in the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. You may now be seated. On behalf of the Nation Forward class of 2022, we would like to thank all of you who are here today, all of you who are with us in spirit, and all of you who are watching us online. You are all part of the next step in our future, creating new opportunities, discoveries, and growth. As we sit together, we can reflect on our achievements and dedication put in the past 4 years, and of course, the more great things to come. I would like to thank all of the teachers who have pushed us to be our best and taught us skills for our future, who supported us, guided us, and believed in us. To our nurses who have kept us healthy, to our custodial staff for keeping our school clean, to the resource officers for making sure that we are safe every single day, to Mr. Chandler and the administrative team for being great leaders at Nation Forward. our guidance counselors for being helping hands when we needed one, and lastly, our family members for loving us. Thank you. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you today, our God, for preparing us and helping us reach the finish line of one of the most important days of our life so far. The journey has been blessed with your grace, your mercy, and your endless love. We will take you along with us as we recognize the new path ahead. So as we progress, we ask that you please give us all strength, wisdom, and clarity. Walk with us in your likeness, and let us graduates be beacons of hope. And let us show kindness in all of our actions. And above all, we ask you help us to embody love, seek to serve others, and enable us to create a better world. Amen. As we reflect on these past 4 years, may we find comfort in stories, the good times, and moments of growth. May we find peace in our failures to guide us in the unknown that lies ahead. The beauty of this unknown is that it will help us create our own unique past to help us develop into the people that we strive to be every single day. Let us all be thankful for the incredible sacrifices made for us graduates today. Lastly, always remember to be your unique self and never forget that your determination is your destiny. Thank you for an awesome 4 years. It has been my honor to be your student body president. Peace out.
Welcome families, friends, faculty, and the graduating class of 2022 to this year's graduation ceremony. My name is Jordan Jeffries, and it is an honor and privilege to be the Salutatorian of the class of 2022. I come from a family where graduating from high school is not the norm. Most of them did not walk across a stage like this one. Life simply got in the way. Because of this, graduating high school is a big deal in my family. But for a lot of people, graduating high school is viewed as just another rite of passage, just a preliminary step into adulthood. But graduating high school is hard. For some of us, it is harder than for others. It takes discipline and determination. All of us have sacrificed something to be here today. We are graduating in spite of a deadly pandemic. We've had to squint through shields and get part-time jobs. We've had to push through grief and disillusionment. We are graduating in spite of ourselves. Many of us have had to overcome mental health issues and climb out of our comfort zones. Some of us have had to navigate through physical and mental disabilities. Graduating high school is not just some stepping stone. It is an achievement. It is a triumph. This isn't just another event your parents make you attend. This isn't just another last day of school. This isn't just a resume builder or a prerequisite to college. Graduating from high school is a tough battle fought and won. This is an incredible accomplishment, and you should be proud. You should be proud of how much you've grown. You've become more confident. You've become a better friend, sibling, and neighbor. You've joined clubs and won awards. You've become writers, mathematicians, scientists, and athletes and activists. You've become the strong person you are today. I used to be the shy kid. I wasn't the gifted and talented elementary student. I was the kid that didn't understand fractions until the 7th grade. I was the kid in speech therapy because I couldn't pronounce my R's. Today, I'm standing on this stage. I completed AP Calculus. Thank you. I'm giving a speech in front of loads of people, and I'm not even shaking that much. And get this, I even have a college roommate named Rory. Yeah, I still haven't mastered that one. To get to this point, we have all had some amazing help. Thank you to all of the supportive family members. Thank you to the friends who have kept us sane along this journey. Thank you to the teachers and staff who have worked so incredibly hard to get us to this stage. Let's take the time to thank ourselves, class of 2022, for accomplishing this goal. We have all earned the right to walk across this stage today, and I'm so proud of all of us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, graduates, Nation Ford faculty and families, district office administration, and board of trustees. Welcome to Nation Ford High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. We will begin by recognizing important individuals who are present today. First, please stand if you have served in the armed forces, are currently serving in the armed forces, or one of our graduates designated by the red, white, and blue cord who have already made the decision to enlist in the armed forces. Thank you for your Thank you for your incredible sacrifice and service. Joining me on stage are leaders whose vision has supported our graduates along their educational journey. If these distinguished guests would please stand, and please hold your applause until the end. Superintendent Dr. Chuck Epps, Associate Superintendent Leanne Lordo, Assistant Superintendents Dr. Michael Wakesness, Joseph Romanek, and Gray Young. Also, Fort Mill School Board Trustees, Board Chair Ms. Christy Spears, Vice Chair Ms. Michelle Branning, Mr. Anthony Bodie, Mr. Wayne Bolden, and Ms. Celia McCarter. Nation Ford High School Assistant Principals, Mr. Michael Abraham, Ms. Kate Edwards, Ms. Deborah Miller, Mr. Ernest Pogue, and Mr. Anthony Scorzone. Thank you for your leadership and commitment to our students. Let's give them all a round of applause. The faculty and staff of Nation Ford High School are second to none. We are blessed to have a dedicated and compassionate faculty who work tirelessly to help our students. I want to take this opportunity to publicly say thank you for everything they have done. Please join me in applying the hard work and dedication of our faculty and staff. Also celebrating with us today are the families of our graduates who have supported and journeyed through life with them and have made this day possible. Please join me in recognizing the families of our graduates. Today, we honor an outstanding graduating class who have distinguished themselves in academics, the arts, athletics, student leadership, and many, many other things. The class of 2022 has set a high standard of excellence for future graduating classes. 34 of our students are eligible for the Palmetto Fellowship Scholarship. In addition, this class will have 89 honor graduates walking the stage. These graduates are graduating with a 4.5 or higher GPA. The total scholarship awards earned by our graduates stands at $11,895,776. Families and guests, this is an outstanding graduating class. At this time, I would like to honor two of these graduates, Taran Kavaru and Jordan Jeffries. Please come to the podium. Jordan Jeffries, it is our honor to present you completing your high school career with an earned GPA of 5.391, the 2022 Salutatorian Medal of Honor. Congratulations. Taran Kavaru, it is our honor to present to you completing your high school career with an earned GPA of 5.458, the 2022 Valedictorian Medal of Honor. Congratulations. The graduates sitting before us are ready to impact our world in a positive way. They have endured and persevered through an extremely tough high school career. Because of this, graduates, there's no doubt in my mind that you will go on to do great things and make the world a better place. I want you to know that you are loved by our faculty and staff, and I want you to know that I love you. You hold a special place in my heart because of the love you showed me by welcoming me into the Nation Forward family. You treated me like family from the moment I arrived on campus. But I'm not special in that regard because you treat everyone like that. This sets you apart just as much as your stellar achievements. I could not have asked for a better group of seniors to help me through the past year. Nation Forward is a special school, the best school, because of you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, families, friends, teachers, staff, and NAFO's class of 2022. For those of you who may not know me, I am Taran Kavaru, and I'm honored to be standing here and giving this speech as your valedictorian. Before I begin, I'd like to give a large thanks to my parents who sacrificed so much and moved across the world to give my sister and I the opportunities that they didn't have, my sister, who guided me in being a first-generation American, my teachers, who taught me valuable knowledge and provided me with support when I needed it, and my friends and peers, you guys, who I've made so many cherished memories with. Today, we're finally done. We're graduates. Today, we celebrate our achievements and the journey we have taken to get to where we are. Each of us has taken our own unique path during our time at Nation Forward, undoubtedly filled with stress, laughter, joy, and of course, school spirit. 7th year beating Fort Mill in football, by the way. Although our paths might be different, there exists one commonality for each and every one of us: growth. I set foot in Nation Forward at 5'4", and after 4 arduous years, I'm proud to say that I'm about 5'8" and a half, but who's counting? Likewise, each of us here has grown a tremendous amount through our time here at Nation Forward. The reason? Nation Forward isn't just a high school. It's a big community, made up of even smaller niches for everybody. All the way back in 2018, each of us entered Nation Forward as timid freshmen, worried about finding classes and doing the little freshman scurry through the halls. People would always ask what middle school you came from, but a couple of weeks later, it didn't matter. We were Nation Forward. Fast forward 1 year, each and every one of us had begun to find a space where we could thrive and succeed within our own school. Even in the face of the COVID pandemic, our growth didn't cease. It seemed to accelerate, especially that of Guy's hair. The bonds that were created as a result of being a part of Nation Forward remained stronger than any bonds we learned about in chemistry and connected us as one nation with one heartbeat, regardless of what we faced. Nearly every day in our 4 years here, we were told how we were the best high school in South Carolina, and looking back, we truly were, and we still are. Nevertheless, now is the time to look forward. After today, our parents will no longer simply be the parents of children, but rather the parents of well-equipped young men and women who will delve into the real world. Sitting before me are future engineers, doctors, lawyers, architects, entrepreneurs, scientists, teachers, and every other profession you can imagine. However, to get to that page in the book that is our lives, we must turn to a new chapter and close this current extraordinary one with today. As we look to the future, we unfortunately must say goodbye to the relationships and experiences that made up high school. However, we must never forget that they will always be an integral part of who we are and who we one day will be. We must say so long to many of our teachers and friends, but always remember the valuable lessons that they have imparted upon us. And finally, we must say our final, most all-encompassing farewell, our farewell to Nation Ford. While we may never physically step foot again within its halls, we must remember that part of us will always be Nation Ford. And now, after a long but rewarding 4 years, part of Nation Ford is now us, the class of 2022. These years that we have spent together have been monumental in shaping our identity as well as our aspirations, and I know that we as a community are ready to see what the next chapter holds, to turn the page and explore the endless possibilities of tomorrow. I know that we shall succeed. Now, a speech such as this one is never finished without a quote, and I must say, I'm not the world's most scholarly person, so many of the quotes that I found while looking for one went right over my head, yet I managed to find this one in an old piece of literature, and better yet, it rhymes. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You are the guy who'll decide where to go. Dr. Seuss. Thank you, everybody. I wasn't done. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here today, and congratulations to Nation Sport Class 2022. May your worries stay small and your dreams grow near. As Dr. Seuss so eloquently rhymed, you are all now equipped with the tools you need to find your paths. You are the people who will decide where to go. So all I ask is that as we each find our own routes through life, remember that you are a part of the Nation 4 family, and that I believe in you, your teachers believe in you, and let's get after it.
Parents, families of graduates, and guests, we are grateful at this ceremony that we are able to honor every single one of our graduates. As a result, it is our tradition during our graduation ceremony to hold all of our applause to the end so that each family present can hear the name of their graduate spoken. At this time, Nation Ford High School class of 2022, please prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Dr. Epps, Board of Trustee members, Nation Ford faculty, families, and friends, as principal of Nation Ford High School, I hereby declare that these students have met all the requirements set forth by the state of South Carolina to receive their high school diploma. Graduates, prepare to receive your diplomas.
Turan Prasad Kavuru. Jordan Nicole Jeffries. Hannah James Clark. Ethan Michael Anderson. Shiv P. Patel. Anne-Marie Joyce Pacheski. Gianna Michelle Cespedes. Kayla Ann Davenport. Morgan Lee Harper. Emily K. Thomas. Haley Grace Wiedoff. Cameron Jacob Noel. Connor Matthew Goen. Riley Ann Coda. Taylor Ann McClung. Amber Megan Pesey. Catherine Grace Walter. Alexa Grace Diedrich. Sirkavia Michaela. Sarah Swin Tran. Justice Antonio Salgado. Kylie Shannon Madoff. Alexandra Renee Neary Aline. Michael James Haggerty. Joshua Matthew Scott, Ryan Alexander Smith, Logan Austin Bamonte, Taylor Marie Atkinson, Alexi Morgan Sidon, Madeline Athena Shakalis, Leah Catherine Schwartz, Sophia Melody Helms Graham, Kaylee Brooke Reagan, Ansley Caroline Marion, Audrey Haven Walter, Jared Scott Reniker, Ethan Gerald Toole, William Frederick Sander, Cameron Catherine Beats, Megan Elizabeth Andrews, Avril Huang, Carter Andrew Johnson, Isabella Louise Brown, Zane Dakir McGee, Lucy Lynn Duncan, Audrey Lynn Kumisik, Cameron Hope Bentz, Grace Bloomhart, Nathaniel Charles Merritt, Ava Elizabeth Paget, Arya Archit Patel, Chloe Grace Maddox, Lindsay Christine Johnson, Jocelyn Taylor Ostrowski, Austin Tyler Viola, Gwendolyn Lee Fink, Ann Lawson Windle, Mary Reagan Holt, Catherine Tyson Overman, Connor Preston McIntyre, Daniel Abraham Childs, Tyler Jacob Miller, Andre Francisco Dos Santos, Jahari Heru Dozier, Ethan Scott Sullins, Lauren Mary Long, Addison Ruth, Mine Sue Karatash, Daniel Alejandro Villamora, Graylin Campbell Fisher, Faru Jolan Speaks, Lily Beatrice Stone, Jacob Ethan Carriage, Ava Alexandra Padani, Theanson Huang Fan, Enoch Raul Ebarigas Garcia, Vidisha Dumarev Jadeshi, Jew, Olivia Lee Carr, Bethany Faith Rummage, Kendall Leilani Wingate, Zaria Monet Simmons, John Joseph Gillette Jr., Patrick Aiden Bramlett, Lauren Page Allen, Howard Knox Sharpless, Thomas Macaulay Ayers, Grace Francis Frugakis, Sophia Hernandez Bornicelli. Caden Elizabeth Bridges. Caitlin Patrice O'Reilly. Stephen William Adair. John Nicholas Adams. Michael Joseph Agnew. Daisy Aguirre Rodriguez. Justin Christopher Allsbrooks. Adrian Julian Alvarez. Eric Luciano Alvarez Villasesenor. Nufel Anakar. Vanessa Selena Ansira. Makayu Alexandria Anderson. Garrett McKenna Androidis. Nicholas Kenton Antley. Juan Jose Arbilez Henfro. Grace Joy Assad. Gavin Neely Ash. Riley Hunter Ashworth. Tiana Renee Atkins. Harrison Cote Audette. Sanaya Aisha Isis Austin. Mario Aviez. Julia Danielle Avatabuli. Christopher Reed Barenberg. Jaden Jeffrey Barenberg. Aiden Dennis Backley. Harrison David Bars. Evelyn Joanna Batista Robles. Caden Reed Benson. Jade Maria Benton. Peyton Brina Biggs. Alexander Greer Bigham. Ryan Gregory Bird. Anthony Clay Bishop Jr. Ethan Paul Black. Dylan Miles Blackwell. Joseph Martin Bueno. Matthew Ryan Bojanowski. Megan Catherine Bouchard. Matthew Lloyd Bowman. Matthew Caden Brandenburg. Austin Brian Brenner. Marissa Ann Brenner. Christian Michael Brewer. Andrew Christian Brewer. Andrew Joseph Brink. Joel Yvonne Bristol. Colin Bailey Brown. Jackson Barrett Brown. Joshua Alexander Brown. Mason McKinley Brown. Julian Levanson Buchanan. Lauren Nicole Buckley. Aiden Jack Burkett. Alora Jade Kane. Dakaya Charnay Caldwell. Maya Lee Cameron. Shiloh David Cantrell. Brecken Reed Carrieri. Olivia Johnson Carter. Megan Riley Cartret. Sean Nicholas Castle. Jonah Marcus Shate. Avery Christopher Childs. Samuel Luis Josue Cicerello. Darren DeVere Connell. Russell DeVere Connell. Andres Manuel Corrales. Evan Charles Cox. Natalie Catherine Crosby. Lekan Das. Anisha Dasari. Carson Andrew Davis. Juan Esteban de Castro Cabreses. Corey Jacob Deering. Isabella Ray Deffinger. Tyler Matthew DeMarco. Carter Jack Demby. Christian Jacob Dorenzis. Dakota Jordan Diaz. Samantha Marie DeBlasi. Aaron Malcolm Dill. Levi Allen Donaldson. Prince Gerard Durante. Jillian Ivy Eaton. Aramis Thomas Favor. Fiore James Farina. Aaron Jacob Fisher. Jackson Ryan Fitzmaurice. Alexandra Lee Flanagan. Devin Anton Fletcher. Najee Flores Velasquez. Dalton Taft Floyd. Dylan Christopher Fordham. Jarek Jamal Foster. Zachary Alexander Fuentes. Miriam Ganbold. George Garris. Natalie Jade Garcia. Alan Garcia Leone. Emma Grace Gaunt. Nitin M. George. Declan Chase Gerber. Anthony Jameson Goldhammer. Eduardo Daniel Gomez Diaz. William Connor Griffin. Jacob William Gross. Skylar Peyton Gwynn. Timothy Lamont Hailstock. Kadir Ishan Hand. Seth James Hanson. Aiden Daniel Hayes. Michael Stephen Thomas Hayes. Kaylee Madison Heffernan. Catherine Enriquez Rodezno. Joseph Dennis Henry. Madison Renee Hergat. Destiny Elena Hernandez Ramos. Brenna Ann Hess. Alante Dewan Hinson. Hannah Grace Horsley. Samuel Harris Howington. Liam Wesley Hunter. Madeline Emma Hurst. Isabella Noel Ince. Brianna Marie Jackson. Matthew Cole Jarrett. Kaeja Tian Jeter. Brooks Benjamin Johnson. Sydney Elizabeth Johnson. Ava Katuna Cower. Cameron Matthew Keene. Thomas Lee Kinsey. Gabrielle Jakayla Kaiser. Blake Allen Knoll. Maria Konothitiosis. Chandler Michael Lamb. Marcus Ray Landrum. Julia Elizabeth Laverty. Jacqueline Sierra Lee. Ethan Woodson Lewis. Quinn Andrew Lewis. Haley Ann Lind. Mason Alexander Lindgren. Noah Cole Daniel Lloyd. Jocelyn Sophia Lopez. Mia Reese McMillan. Cassandra June McMurray. Ruhash Marasini. Luke Brennan Marlovitz. Shania Nicole Marshall. Evan Thomas Mason. Colby Bennett McCaskill. Matthew Vincent McCormick. Casey James McCrane. Haley Alexis McCurry. Marley June McHenry. Sean Alexander McMichael. Mackenzie Renee Meadows. Stephen Michael Meeks Jr. Stevania Angelia Meeks. Wenty Tran Mercado. Michael Tahid Merchant. Adeline Grace Mezzanot. Grant Alexander Middlesworth. Olivia Grace Miles. Luke Riley Miller. Shane Cedric Mink. Ilana Bakatervona Mitulisiva. Michael Anthony Mitchell. Gabriel Moika. Eric David Morgenstern. London Kai Morris. Eva Marie Molds. Hannah Sophia Moritzen. Owen James Mullen. Yen Huang Nguyen. Daniela Nichols Peralta. Catherine Ella Nixon. James Brandon Noto. Marissa Colette Orlandi. Kyle Thomas Orr. Jordan Elizabeth Osmond. Aiden Celso Padilla, Perla Giselle Paguada Hernandez, Divyam Deval Patel, Elijah Robert Patrick, Devin Christopher Pattinson, Zion Isaiah Payne, Donovan Trey Pendergrass, Julian Ezra Perez, Justin Curtis Perry, Miku Lee Pittman, Anaya Denai Powell, Michael Elwin Pond III, Donovan Dante Pittman, Ryan James Primo, Gage Nathaniel Price, Brandon Xavier Proya, Anthony Drew Kant Judd, Nicholas Joseph Quinlan, Lillianne Margaret Rabin, Sydney Robin Riley, Cynthia Judith Reyes Saavedra, Jacob David Reinsmith, Ryan Caleb Roberts, Christopher Jonathan Roberts, Taylor Jewel Robertson, Haley Grace Robinson, Gabrielle Alexander Rodriguez Fernandez, Cameron Elise Rogers, James Clayton Rogers, Marcus Tyler Romek, Samantha Nicole Romanek, Curtis John Rowan, Cody Jack Rowland, Jocelyn Aline Salazar, Evan Alexander Sanchez, Mia Constance Santori, Carter Lee Schofert, Brooke Sophia Sism, Savannah Lee Shalai, Joshua Caleb Setledge, Richard Augustus Sharpless, Faith Olivia Ray Sheffield, Patrick Forrest Silva, Aaron Joseph Silver, Brandon Julius Simmers, Jackson James Sims, Serena Sin, Nolan Richard Slobata, Cooper Douglas Smith, Jonathan Peter Smith, Savannah Leanne Smith, Haley Ellen Snyder, Callan Jeffrey Sobis, Olivia Madison Southerly, Jasmine Nicole Sparks, Antonio Eric Spratt, Donal Vasilisanov Stamatov, Jajavian Donnell Stewart, Garrett Thomas Studer, Lily Grace Sutton, Kendall Lucinda Swartfager, Duncan C. Zubegu, Erilyn Renice Talford, Davion Shmaya Talley, Devin Andrew Taylor, Robert James Tennant, Zane Stephen Tubner, Braylon Zachary Thrower, Samantha Michael Tyndale, Bryson Nathaniel Todd, Koji Chao Tran, Ryan Tran, Jonathan Lee Ulrich, Julian Yerkiti Cordos, Sophia Nicole Van Bibber, Mia Sky Vanderschaff, Kelvin Vasquez, Sarah Moselle Wakefield, Aiden Elijah Walden, Caitlin Elizabeth Walker, Miranda Matrice Wallace, Wade Andrew Walter, Ashley Nicole Waltz, Alexander John Wanthal, Khalid Zier Washington, Asaru Ankamoon Watson, Abigail Maria Weber, Patience Lillian Wermeyer, Angel Denise Wellman, Brooke Marie Welch, Connor Buford Wellman, Benjamin Worth Whitaker, Calvin Nicholas Whitmore Jr., Elijah Anthony Whitner, Jesse Evan Willett, Amaru Simone Williams, Asiya Nazira Williams, Sarah Elizabeth Willoughby, Charles Marshawn Wilson Jr., Jale Angel Wimbush, John Martin Windle, Jenna Avery Wisvari, Caroline Alexia Witzel, Kiana Wright, that's my girl. Webster Harris Yount,
At this time, will the Nation Forward High School class of 2022 please rise? By the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina through the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees, I now declare you graduates of Nation Forward High School. At this time, please join Natalie Burns in the singing of her alma mater and remain standing until the last graduate has exited the Coliseum.
Soaring high against the sky, we'll spread our wings and fly. With twists and turns along the trail, the choice is ours to never fail. Always loyal, ever bold, red and black we will behold, marching on toward victory. Forever falcons we will be.